Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Woo!
Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Holiday week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, man. You know, everybody always asks, are you ready? Are you ready? Got no choice but to be ready, right?
Right.
I mean,
It is what it is.
yeah, it's like, okay. Like, yeah,
Hey.
it's here.
It's here.
That's
It's here. You asked me,
smooth
am I
sailing.
ready? I was going to tell you, to be over with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming.
It's
It's
coming.
coming. It's coming. So,
It's coming. My mama's birthday is Christmas Day.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
How was your weekend?
Man, it was okay, man. I mean, Victory Monday. you know,
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
always a great deal.
Yes, it
Saw
is.
some great sports
Mhm.
that we're going to hit on.
Yeah.
Shout out to the little women basketball team. We'll be talking about that, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Went to a nice old ugly sweater party.
Mhm.
That was cool, yeah, man, I can't complain, man. This games.
Games,
How about
games,
yourself, man?
It was first off Victory Monday. Like you said, ladies, I went to a little ugly Christmas sweater thing Friday with my with my job and stuff. I'm gonna tell you something real quick though. I had took the little big boy gallon thing with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I had adult beverage in it.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
My boss thought it was tea.
Oh, Lord. He was going to ham, and he's going down there.
Big cup. Tasted it. Oh, this ain't tea.
You done got that man hooch. He done lost his mind. He done lost his
I
mind.
lost my job.
Did he
But it
drink
was
it
good,
though?
He said, might as well finish it.
Yeah.
It was
You
cool.
pulled his ass. Ask somebody.
Yes, sir. Great weekend, though. Great weekend.
That's funny.
Back in the saddle. Y'all know how
Back
we
in the
get.
saddle. We had a great show yesterday.
Yep.
A two-man race.
Yes, sir.
But we finished.
We
like
finished.
always.
We finished that.
But you know what today is, right?
What's the day, brother?
It's awards day.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we give
sir.
out awards on Monday.
Yes, we do.
And this first award is, well, both of them is based on last week's performance,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So, let's go and hit this one.
Oh, the Mark and Will Show, Kentucky High School Boys and Girls Basketball Players of the Week.
Week. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Hey, off the bat, Kentucky High School Girls Player of the Week, Lakin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
She plays for Martin County. She averaged 35 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals.
Mm.
She put in that work.
Yes, she did.
And she's class of 24.
Mm.
She's nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
She's
right.
nice. She's
Another year.
She's rolling.
Yes, sir.
The next one is a familiar face for the BBN. Class of 23 commit,
Yes, sir.
Reed Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
He's this week's Kentucky High School Boys Player of the Week. He averaged 30 points, 8 boards, and over 6.7.
Assists,
Yeah. Because one of the games I couldn't find it, but one game he dropped 14 dimes.
Mm.
Yeah. So he did his thing.
He's showing out.
Yeah. So this is the second week. So hey, Lakin Williams,
Yes,
Reed
sir.
Shepard, y'all balled, y'all did y'all thing.
Congratulations.
Way to go.
Yes,
North
sir.
Florida, I think played today
Mhm.
in the King of Bluegrass. I haven't checked that out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to add that to the mix eventually. But hey, way to ball.
Absolutely. Congratulations to y'all, man.
Let's go to this next one.
Go to the next one. This is the Market Wheel Show High School National
Would you get ready to
Player
hit that?
of the I was.
Oh,
I thought about it.
Oh!
National Player of the Week, sponsored by evision-radio.com.
High School Player of the Week, Caleb Glenn.
Mm.
Monster performances. He's balling out of control this year anyway.
Who he play for?
He played for them dogs.
Okay.
He played for them dogs. For them Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
Last week he averaged 24 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks.
Mm.
He's put in the work. He got his heart in on.
Yes, he do. He's working.
Caleb doing his thing. He's the UofL commit. Doing his thing. Explosive, physical player. Worked on his jumper. Looking smooth. And if you ain't man enough, you don't want to come up in the people punching in on you.
Right.
And everybody on the team will be doing this. Because he done destroyed you. So, hey, shout out to Caleb Glenn. And you say, hey, man, what is envision-radio.com? Now you get ready to find out. You should already know. But, here you go.
We'll remind you.
Envision-radio.com. It's a new online radio station that brings gospel music and talk radio together for an incredible listening experience. Envision Radio has a lineup of incredible music, talks, programs, ministry, cooking, therapy, medical, sports, and many more subject matters are covered in the programming. Envision Radio will allow you to enjoy the listening experience like no other. This is not your typical internet radio station. Make sure you listen to envision-radio.com on Thursdays at 3 p.m. to catch the Mark and Will Show.
And there you have it.
3 p.m. this Thursday. Make sure you tune in to envision-radio.com. Shout out to Caleb Glenn for balling, having a hell of a season. Way to start the season off, they also in the King of Bluegrass tournament in the semifinals. Hey, hats off to you, young man.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Doing it.
What we got next, my brother?
Man, let's see what's going on, man. Let's get these scores, man.
NBA. Ooh, we NBA.
What's up, Shan?
I'm going to hit y'all with Sunday, December 19th, which was yesterday. The Detroit Pacers beat the Heat 100-90.
Did you like combine them together? You said Detroit Pacers?
Detroit. I did.
I think you be saying that shit to throw me off.
I messed
Because
it up.
I'm like,
Detroit Pacers beat the Miami Heat 190. The Trailblazers beat the Grizz 105-100. The Kings beat the Spurs 121-114.
ooh.
And then I walked into work today, and my guy pointed to me. He said, "You know what this is?" He said, "L." He said, because Chicago beat the Lakers 115-110.
Yeah, we watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Then you have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who beat up on Dallas Mavericks 111-105. The Suns beat the Hornets 137-106. Golly. And like I said, there's a lot of postponements, games or whatever due to COVID and stuff. So Philly and Pelicans postponed. ATL, Cleveland, and then you had the Nets in Denver that was postponed.
Real quick, Isaiah starting?
That's what it looked like.
He started, had 13 points with Westbrook and Ellington, so they doing a 3-guard attack.
Mm-hmm.
And look, they try to be slick because for Isaiah, this guy guard.
Right.
Wayne Ellis shooting guard.
Shooting guard.
And Westbrook point guard is guard.
Just guard.
Come on, man. Put out that madness. And DeAndre Jordan, stop it, man. Stop it. Please stop.
He said, "Stop."
Stop it. I'm done. It hurts me to even see him run up down the court. It's like, dude, like, oh my gosh, my knees ache. It's raining. Let me get out here and do
something.
Yeah. And he probably played a career high 20. I mean, with the Lakers, 21 minutes.
And then yesterday was Ariza's first game back.
Yeah.
And he only played 15, but
Man,
I guess they're trying to get his
so
legs.
who they gonna cut? They got 1,000 players.
Now somebody got to go because they just brought somebody up from the G League. And everything.
Where's Monk? Is he hurt?
Brother, this is not looking good. I'm gonna say that LA.
It's gonna be another big transaction.
Yeah, somebody's leaving.
LeBron's already got his list.
Somebody going. Westbrook's out of there.
I thought Santa Claus had a list.
Westbrook's out of there. He's out of there.
And he's checking it twice.
He's gone.
Man.
It just gets to the point where I just want a GM to be a GM and not the player. You understand what I'm saying? We all know that LeBron's the GM and a player.
Right.
But he's not picking the right ones to be there to win a chip.
And Caruso, that's one you should not let go.
Why let him go?
Yeah, I like his game.
Because remember when we was watching it, he came down with the 3.
Right.
And then it come through with the layup.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm great getting that. I'm great dog y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, LeBron. I would have kept him. Then you ain't got to bring no Isaiah Thomas in. Any of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you might not even have to bring in Westbrook.
It looked good.
Right. I would have brought in I still would have brought in Rondo because Rondo got that leadership.
And I like the Monk.
He got the leadership.
And I like Monk as a youngster.
Right.
Who actually is balling before I guess he's hurt now because he was he was doing his thing off because that second team needs to be able to score.
Exactly.
And they was rocking and rolling with that. So I just
horrible.
AD hurt.
Right. But it don't make a difference anyway with him.
Well, he is the Mr. Glass.
I guess.
I'm about to watch that movie again, man.
I mean,
Mr. Glass, man. Didn't he have his own? Didn't they make his own little thing? Mr. Glass,
And then for y'all, today, Monday the 20th, you have Boston and Philly on. Philly's up 28-24, second quarter. You have Chicago back on against Houston, 9-3, first quarter. And you have the Grizzlies that's up on the Thunder, 13-2. You have another postponement, the Raptors and Magic. 9 o'clock, Hornets Jazz. 10 o'clock, Kings and Warriors. 10:30, Spurs and Clippers.
That right there is something.
He said right there is something.
Yeah, that, real quick, get a little updates on the standings.
Mm-hmm.
We do it from 1 to... We'll do 1 to 10. In the East Conference, you got the Nets holding it number 1 tight. The Bulls number 2. Cavaliers in the 3 spot at 19-12. The Bucks 19-13. The Heat 18-13. Number 6. The Wizards 16-15. The Hornets 16-16 at number 7. Number 8. Boston trying to come back up 15-15. 76ers 15-15. And number 10, the Raptors, 14-15. In the Western Conference, you got the Suns, 24-5. The Warriors, 24-6. Followed by the Jazz at 20-9 in third place. Number 4 is the Grizzlies, which is shocking because Morant's been hurt and they've been rocking and rolling. The Clippers, number 5, 16-14. Number 6, the Nuggets, 15-14. Is my man ever coming back, Murray?
Who knows?
Lakers 16-15 at number 7. Number 8, the Timberwolves 15-15. Mavericks 14-15. Number 10 spot 13-18 is the Kings.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of teams missing out of that top 10. You talking about the Blazers and the Spurs? I don't know what's going on with that.
Right, yeah.
At Oklahoma City, the youth has finally caught up with them, and they rocking that 9-19.
Right. NBA up a nerve, as usual.
But you know what's so funny? How can you be a sports city and have 2 of the worst teams? Detroit Pistons is 5-24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Detroit. Lions is 2-10-1, something like that. 2-11-1. Some goodness gracious.
Damn, you have to bring it up.
Woo! Jeez,
That was sticky.
That's sticky, stinky, and
That was
oh,
that was the sticky
oh.
wheel partner.
Woo!
That was mean,
crazy,
brother.
I mean,
But I get it though. I get it.
go Detroit Tigers and Detroit Red Wings.
All right, you got the volleyball Final Four. You had Louisville Cardinals and Wisconsin. Louisville lose 3-2, and me and my brother actually sat here and watched this. And I want to sit here and say this first on the show. Very entertaining. If you're not a volleyball fan, this college stuff would really make you a volleyball fan because it was so intense, brother.
It was intense.
It was intense.
It was big time. I mean, I like it because, like when you play street and everything, it's like you can only score when you serve.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It ain't like that.
Right,
You
yes.
get the points anytime that ball drops.
Right.
And it stays in bounds, you get that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, I just felt so sad for them, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was hurting.
granted, it was their first Final Four, and the way that coach rocks and roll, it ain't going to be their last.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they can just take that as a learning experience. Like Wisconsin lost last year to Texas, and they was the favorite.
Yes.
Wisconsin, one of the favorites, because Kentucky's been rocking and rolling, and Kentucky won it last year. But, wow. I mean, I just felt for them, man, to be undefeated. And
32
kept battling back. Like a true champion.
Try to get there.
It's just that last set is only to 15.
Only to 15.
If it's a 25, you got it. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? I can do it, but
like you said too, though, Wisconsin had like 3 females who's over 6'8". 6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, they were 6'8".
You know what I'm saying? So when you jumping up against one of them, it don't work. It don't work. You can't be 5'9" like we are trying to spike against them.
That's ridiculous. That right there was.
But they put up a hell of a battle.
So what you go do, because you got to think Wisconsin's known as a powerhouse in volleyball. They pack their stadium. They do all that kind of stuff. So now the next step for Louisville women is to get the tall, athletic,
you have to
volleyball players.
Yes,
especially the block at the net. You definitely got to have that.
Yep.
But hey, hell of a season. So proud of them.
Congratulations to them,
man.
For getting there.
They ate big time.
Y'all got there. Y'all got there. Keep your heads up. Get there again next year.
Right.
All right. You got Kentucky who beats North Carolina. 98.
Is that what that's called?
69.
Sound like an ass whooping.
Yeah, it was, but I wasn't gonna give them that much credit.
You gotta give.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. Well, let me.
Go ahead.
That right there, because I was, getting ready for the party.
Yes,
Woo! North Carolina. You weren't even in the game in the first 5 minutes.
No, not at all.
They was never in the game.
Not at all, bro.
Kentucky said, you know what?
No, you're right. You're right.
Since you guys wanted to step up, because that's a replacement. It was supposed to be, and who was it? Who was they supposed to play?
Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Then they interviewing the head coach. He talked about this in the beginning of the game.
Somebody, Ohio State. They were supposed to play Ohio State. Ohio State had COVID outbreaks and shit like that. So Kentucky said, we don't care who we playing. They look good. I have to give them credit.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on is you got these players that are mashing. They know their roles.
Yes.
When you know your roles, it's kind of easier to do what you got to do.
Because
when you know your role, it's kind of easy to do what you got to do. And you got to think it as this way, too. You got, veterans on the team. Mm-hmm. He actually was allowed to play a lot of players because North Carolina looked like shit.
Right. To see what you got. It's practice.
Look like shit out there. Like, they couldn't hit no jumpers.
Right.
No one could break nobody off the dribble. The best player, Love, he couldn't even create his own stuff, and he was Kentucky has length. They always have length and things like that. Only thing that bothers me with them is that they only got really one true 3-point shooter, Grady. But other than that, man, I mean, they look good. But I would have to say this, and we do have a special guest that's going to be joining us shortly.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to say this now: the ACC is down.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
They have one legit team.
I agree with that.
Everybody else is just scrambling, trying to get, because everybody's adding these. First of all, they got a new coach. That makes a big difference.
Let me ask you this: do you think college basketball is down? Because normally back in the day it was so many powerhouses in every conference. You understand what I'm saying? Do you feel like that it's going down a little bit because it's portal?
No, I
Because
think
everybody keep going here, going here.
what
going
it
here.
does is parity. It's spreading it out.
Okay.
So you do have a lot of these teams that's not in these Power 5 that are legit teams.
Mm-hmm.
And these cats is just going everywhere, wherever it could be. But I will say this, the portal makes it harder for you to sustain success because it's different. Like in football, a lot of these portals is like got 3 to 4 more years. It's graduated assistants. So I mean graduated, seniors, so they got 1 year and they gone and then it really messes up for high school basketball.
Right.
Because instead of going ahead and developing a Mark who's a freshman, I ain't even gonna take him. I'm gonna go get this grad student and then look at it when the grad student don't do nothing.
Gotcha.
So that you only got the grad student for what, 6-7 months?
Right.
Instead of putting that time into a freshman and let them develop and rock and roll, man, it's a mess. And that's the problem. All these teams that you know as the Dukes, the Kentuckys,
Right.
the North Carolina, the Louisvilles, the name brand is out there. Everybody's in the transfer portal, man.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever team can go ahead and mash quickly, you good.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're seeing.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's exactly what you're seeing, man. And that's a problem. That is a problem. Let me see. Fitting. Let's go and bring Mr. Bump in.
Mr. Bump.
Bring Mr. Bump in.
There he is.
What's happening?
What's up, man? How you
There
What's
he
doing?
good?
is.
What's
Perfect
going on,
timing.
fellas?
What's
Perfect
going
timing, brother.
on?
Perfect timing. We just had
Good, good. I was trying to get set up, trying to get
okay.
my setup going.
Oh, that's cool. We were just talking about the Kentucky game and how the difference is, and we was talking about. Mark had a great question, basically saying that is basketball basically different than what it was like, you know, always having powerhouses that you knew was going to be good and stuff like that.
Right.
You don't have a lot of them, and I told him, I think with this transfer portal, you can go anywhere, and people are going anywhere and playing. And now you have a lot of teams that are trying to get their mojo, trying to mesh together.
Right.
And to me, whoever's the team that is the first one to mesh is going to ball. Like Kentucky, they got transfers, and they also
Yeah.
got these freshmen, but they know they roll.
Yeah.
Right.
Bump you the rebounder. Mark you
Right.
the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Will you the point go? I mean, like, it ain't like, oh man, we're just going to play positionless basketball.
Right.
Speaking of that,
Louisville.
And on let me
Louisville
go.
goes to
Let me
West.
tie into that real quick.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Uh, and another thing you got to take consideration is like a lot of these smaller schools, they're keeping their players around for 4 years.
Oh yeah,
So you got a lot of teams, man, with junior, senior, laden teams that's been together for so many years
yeah.
that are already jailed, and they playing teams like us and even the Kentuckies that's putting these players together out of the transfer portal.
And it kills high school basketball
It does. It
because
does.
a lot of these freshmen not getting that look like they normally get, man, and they have to go and
Right.
scramble and hopefully they get on a team like you said, a
Absolutely.
coach that doesn't mind that.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody wants a quick fix, man. Everybody wants that quick fix and going to get a fifth year senior point guard. It's the reason he's a fifth year senior point guard.
right.
You know. So, with that being said, man, I think you just got to go back, man, to the old school to where You bring in these freshmen, man, and mold them to your system and hope they pan out.
Right. That's what they pay you for. Pay you
Exactly.
to develop these players. You
Right.
go ahead and
You
get
going
some.
to the transfer portal, man, and being greedy, trying to get a quick fix. Go ahead, man, in your first year as coach, and go ahead and get you a freshman point guard and build with him.
Right.
Build
Right.
around him, you know.
Especially when you these powerhouses that your name speaks for itself. I mean,
Exactly.
that kind of stuff. Go ahead, Mark.
Yes, sir. Western Kentucky beats Louisville 82-72.
Hmm.
What you got for me, Bump?
What you got, Bump?
You know, you could tell a game a lot by the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And watching that game, man, which Western was hitting a lot early.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you notice, we start matching their 3 pointers. We got hot. But the thing is, we wasn't getting nothing on the inside. Wasn't even looking on the inside
At all.
at all. And so I knew eventually that our 3 point shoot was gonna simmer down. And even with theirs, they still had a big man to go inside too.
Right.
You know, even when we tried to go inside, we were so intimidated by him to where he was adjusting our shots when he wasn't blocking them.
Right. Right.
And then, you know, that just shows if you look at the free throws, we shot 5 from 7 from the free throw.
All in the second half.
Yeah, and they shot 25 from 31. That shows you a team that's not being aggressive going in the paint to get fouled.
Yeah. You right.
So, I mean, it explains that's the ball game right there.
Right. You know,
And then Louisville traditionally, we always had at least one or two players that before the game started, we knew that he was good for 17. He's gonna get a 17 and 5 just before the game started. We knew a Russ Smith or going back to LeBradford Smith and those guys. We knew we always had one guy on the team, a Reese Gaines or even Brian Northern, somebody like that. Or I can't think of the name. The other little point guard that
press the
Rick had.
nose.
Preston knows exactly. That's what I was thinking about. We had guys like that we knew that we could automatically count on that these guys before the game started. We know we got 17 coming from them.
But you know what? The guys you just named, they played for Louisville.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when
Hmm.
you only here for 6 months, you ain't
Yeah.
Louisville.
No.
And to try to get the NBA
Right.
a foreign ticket,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You won't, and
Yeah.
it shows. It shows. It
It
clearly
does.
shows.
I can think of one guy on our team now that's like that. That starts
Who is that, Bump?
a lot. He's gonna shoot 40 times a game, but what else does he do?
Keep it
He
going.
doesn't play. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Set up people, break down people off the dribble, or set somebody else up. So
You
I mean, if you're not sitting out there shooting threes, what are you good for?
But you know the problem, the whole problem with that whole thing is this. Like he's one of your him and Cross are supposed to be the shooters. Let's just say that. They're
Right.
supposed to be the shooters. The problem is when your slashers are too scared to go to the hole
Yeah.
that will open it up, or you don't have a post player at all. Even when you
No.
have Malik is shooting, hovering around the 3 point line.
Yeah.
You have nothing but 5 out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's not working. That's not going to work. That's
If
not.
not,
And then you got West, who I love his defense. I love that cat's defense.
right.
But you need to be more aggressive, going to the hole and kicking it
Yeah.
out. If it's
Yeah.
not there, kick it out. Like create space for these guys who cannot do space. Yes, Dre Davis. Before the West Kentucky game, you kind of got fired. You did a little thing. But when you can't take it on the road, there's a problem. Sam Williams,
Yeah.
Jalen Webb. I mean, like, dude, y'all don't play tough teams. And I
Yeah.
don't want to hear about, okay, well, I'm not starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, my head's down because I ain't getting the minutes. Bro, you earn your minutes, dude. If you get there, play defense, do it. What killed me, Bump, and Mark, is that, like you said, the first 5 minutes, dude's wide open. Cameron
Mm-hmm.
Justice is wide open.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw the defense wasn't there, I saw that's a long night right here. It's a wrap.
Yeah. It's gonna. That's I knew it was gonna be.
It's a
And
wrap.
then you watch when they play Kentucky Wednesday.
You know, I got postponed.
Did it
Yeah.
COVID.
for who? Kentucky or
Oh,
no? I'm talking about Kentucky's gonna play Western Wednesday.
oh, the Western went there and took the thing.
Yeah, Western took it. Western took it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Western took the game,
At
and
Kentucky.
so at Kentucky.
I hope they
Now
do a return game for them.
I do too. I do too. I do too. But you watch, Justice won't. He'll be like
Get
1 for
nothing.
12.
Get nothing.
The
Won't get
big
nothing.
guy won't get nothing. The
No.
big guy, he's already on the bench with 2 fouls.
Oh, yeah, they're going to foul him out. They're going to foul him out. Like you said, how like when
He's
Louisville,
already on the bench with 2 fouls.
how they always do Louisville, big man.
Game hasn't started. He's already on.
But
Yeah,
you
he's
know what,
already on the
though?
bench with 2 fouls. Game hasn't even started yet.
But you know what's so crazy? Like, that's apples and oranges to me. Kentucky go play them there. That's a totally
Yeah,
different thing. You see what I'm
right.
saying? Like, if they played in the Yum Center, dude wasn't going to hit all that. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm not saying that they wouldn't have had a chance to win. I'm not saying that. It should. That's what I should be saying. But I'm not
right.
confident in this Louisville team. But they weren't going to be hitting all that stuff. They was playing out of their mind, and then they had a disinterest Louisville team
Yeah,
that did not want to be there. The
Mm-hmm.
coach didn't
exactly.
want to be. The coach didn't want to be there. The players didn't want to be there, and it showed. Because anytime after the game, you sit there talking about they didn't. They wasn't ready. It's my fault. You get $4 or $5 million a year if they ain't
Right.
ready to
Yeah,
They
play.
ain't ready to play.
That's your
yeah.
job,
That's a coach. That's a coaching problem.
big
And
time.
you got kids that's more than capable, man. So why aren't these kids ready? That's the question somebody should ask. Why aren't they ready?
And quit
Why
making
didn't you have them ready?
exactly. And that's not an excuse. That's a bad look on you. A
It is.
horrible
And if
look.
if if, if I'm a reporter, I'm asking. It seems like after last year you getting left out. You the last team that was, you know what I'm saying, left out literally. How come you not ready for these type of games that's more than winnable?
Thank you. Hey,
You know.
Jamarian Sharp is our guy. He's a friend of the show. We got the pictures with him. We rock and roll. Coach Tim from Mail, them raised him
Yeah.
basically.
Yep.
That's our guy. Ball out.
Yep.
But that team is going to get busted by 20-some points up in Kentucky.
Yeah, they will.
Easy.
And you know what? I'm kind of at first I was like, well, hell, Kentucky's just being, you know what I'm saying, facetious by scheduling them. They're gonna bring them up there and blow them out, make us look that much worse. Which which was probably part of the plan. But I'm kind of happy they doing that because we all know Cal's not no X's and O's coach, but
I don't
his
know.
players play hard. His
Right.
players play hard. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give 100%, and
Because
that's something you got to appreciate about them.
because soon they come to Kentucky, they know, hey, they try and get to the league.
Right?
They have like a path to like. Here's the path, son. You just got to play hard.
Yeah.
Got you because they're gonna
Yeah.
draft you because you go to Kentucky. But my thing is this: how in the hell is Wesley even able to play if Louisville is on COVID? Pause.
I guess they don't have no cases.
Positive yet? I'm just saying, like,
Right.
how about contact tracing? Say if somebody played, say Sam got it. He played.
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And this is my thing to kind of make me question the whole thing. If Malik had it, how come he was on the bench with no mask on?
was he on the bench? I didn't even see him.
Yeah, he was over on the bench with no mask on.
Oh Lord Jesus. So he was spreading his love juices to everybody.
Exactly. Exactly. So when I seen that today, I woke up with text messages saying that Louisville was out. It didn't surprise me.
But you know what? I would
I
say
mean,
this. I would say this because Mark and I would say this back in Kentucky. And Chris Mack. Chris Mack is not scared of Calipari.
Mm-hmm.
no, he's
Because,
not.
you
He's
know what I'm saying?
not.
That's one thing I would say this. So
Yeah.
to go on the notion that, this is like a sabotage thing, dude don't like Cal, and
Right.
he's not scared of Cal. Unlike
No.
unlike somebody else that Camelot.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. Another thing people forget, it's not canceled, it's postponed.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see.
we see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
When they gonna
Right.
play in February? I mean, what's and
Right.
the crazy thing is this. Um, as you look at it, man, sometimes you, it's too many chefs in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and looking on paper, you adding all these players, but if they don't believe in each other, don't trust, and everybody's got their own agenda, that's a serious issue. I'd rather you start Rose, man. Start Rose. He's a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude gets in there. He tries to dunk the ball. He dunks the ball.
Yeah.
He try to block. He get blocks. Ain't nobody else on that team that does that.
And that's what I've been saying the whole year. I'd rather roll with him and take our lumps this year and let him get experience.
Right.
Because I mean, that's your foundation pretty much. That's who's going to be playing. Malik's gone after this year.
Right.
He's a freshman. Go ahead and let him take his lumps early,
Let him
and
take it.
then put yeah, let him take his lumps and get him in there. You know what I'm saying? And next year he's more than ready. And I mean, this is something I don't understand about the play calling. How come we wait till 5 minutes left, down by 12, 13 the suppression? We said this last year.
Yeah. Yeah. You got all that
We
talent,
said it last year, the same thing. Yeah,
and you got bodies. You have plenty of bodies.
right.
Go ahead and like I said, West will lock somebody up. And I think once you go ahead and horn in L's, you muted. Call back in, bro.
You see, he checked some on his phone.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. But nah, man, I
Great
mean,
conversation.
he's right, though. Press. Why you got 11, 12 people and you just sitting there? How you. My whole thing is, and I know Bump's going to call back in, I don't understand how you want to go ahead and run fast, right, on offense. But on defense, you want to give everybody a break.
Give everybody
Like,
a
you
break.
just want to
Right.
shell toe the inside, the paint, and all. Like, come on, bro. You got to do better than that. I just don't get it. And it's,
So how many years you think Matt got?
man, let's hit this question when he joins back.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I was thinking,
okay.
that was
Okay.
one of, nah, you right. And
Hey.
until he joined back, man, you got the game up still?
Which one?
The Louisville and West Kentucky. Read some of them stats. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I still got it up. I still got it up. Start with the starting five. You got of course you had Cross with 10, Withers who had 1 point, Davis who had 2, Locke who had 20. Then you had West who had 8. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Weiler on the bench with 8. Sam Williamson with only 2 points. Ellis, he had 9. Mason had 12.
I mean, Withers, Davis, and Sam. That right there can never happen.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick before you really dive in. What the hell is going on with Sam?
Sam and Sam.
You see what I'm saying?
Sam and Sam. I mean, it gets to the point you can't keep saying, well, once he get this, dude's been there for 3 years, bro.
Yeah,
He's a
right.
junior.
He's a junior.
You are what you are.
He's a junior.
Everybody just because you
Right.
McDonald's
Facts.
All-American. Or, hey, sometimes now, and I do agree with this, you go ahead and you earn your spot, you do whatever. Like, sometimes you might need a fresh start. Like, dude is not what he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a mental block, and not just him, like Withers. Dude started at the 5 last year, right?
Yeah.
And he balled.
Yes, he did.
Now he's at the 4/3. He can, first of all, you should have been working on your dribble skills because you lose the ball too much, you be going in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're going to have to rock and roll with that one. So it's like, what is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it.
So let me ask you this. Who, out of all the stats that we just read, who are you most disappointed in that should have stepped up in this game?
Mac.
Okay.
Mac. Because, first of all, I understand you, this is only your, let me see. This is 11 games, so this is his fifth game back, dude. You should already know the Bucks to push, man.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like you was away in the summer. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I got
Like
you. I got you. I got you.
you missed 6 games, and it's about 2.5 weeks. And I know that's an issue. That was crazy, but you still practiced with them before the game started,
Right.
so you should already know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And yeah, he's that right there. I tried to protect him. I always used to say he can't. He ain't the one shooting the jumpers. He ain't the one rebounding and all this kind of stuff. Um, but hey, that's on him, man. When you
Absolutely.
since you want to be big boss and say I'm the reason, basically uh, they wasn't ready. Well, you the coach.
You the coach.
I don't get that.
Nice.
But as far as a player wise, man, you can take a pick of them 3 guys I just talked about. It's the
It
same.
is what it is.
Shake them up in
I
the
got
basket and drop them and do whatever. Uh, Withers averaged 13, 14 points last year, and he's averaging like 5 points. And he started beginning and got pulled.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he had to start this game. But it's like, man, what's going on, bro? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You've been playing basketball all your life.
Your whole life. This is what you know for doing.
Weston was not the most athletic team. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you should have opposed your will. But Western's players, the thing about uh, Western players, like you had Sharp in the middle, right?
Yes.
Well, their power forward was used to play center.
Y'all got me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
we
you.
got you.
Used to play center, right?
Okay.
For Boston College. So he's up here, like they know, like dude's big man. We can drive to the hole. We can gamble on defense. We can do all this. What is missing is you have no post player. Period. Malik's not a post player. He's not. I'm sorry. He's one legged. He's a solid player, but he's one legged. He's scarecrow. You don't know when it's going to end. We have no post player. You bring in this big Herculean carry. He can't even get no look. And every video we saw, he's dunking and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
How many dunks he got this year?
One or two. One or two, man.
Thank you. And you're not playing top notch competition. Like,
Right.
come on, dude. You're not playing the Dukes and all this kind of stuff. West Kentucky did not have more talent. They was a better team,
Better coach.
better coach, but well, I ain't gonna say better coach because Stanberg, he sucks too.
Yeah.
I mean, he won that battle. I give him that.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty of money. That's why they ran him out of Mississippi State. Plenty of money.
Uh-huh.
And let that speak for whatever anybody want to take that. But that's an issue. And coaching is an issue. Coaching is a big time issue because I'm gonna tell you what. If I got 11 players that I claim I can play and they ain't balling, well, I ain't got 11 players. I need to play my best 5 and sprinkle in a couple more dudes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Because most schools aren't going number 7 deep.
right.
And
You
we're not
gotta
even
earn
taking
it.
advantage of that by pressing.
Yeah. They,
I mean, why rotate all these kids in and you not trying to get in nobody's legs and that's why I don't understand. You get nothing in transition, which is it's a repeated record because we said the same thing last year.
right.
You get nothing in transition. You don't get nothing in steal. We don't get steals. You don't press until it's too late. You playing all these kids that don't have no kind of your rotations are terrible.
Horrible. Horrible.
You know, and so I don't I just don't understand Mac, man. I don't get his coaching philosophy. I still don't understand what we do on offense. It looks like we playing street ball.
But hold on, Bump. Check this out. My thing is like when you was off and Mark and I was talking, he had some good questions he asked me. One of the things is this: why are you trying to run on offense, but then walk on defense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like that offense,
yeah,
we're trying to fast break on offense, and all of a sudden we're just gonna get back in this. Everybody just get back where you know, pack line
yeah,
defense. No, you need to be like you saying, press, get in there, get in them legs.
yeah, yeah. But he doesn't do it. And even when he's pushing the ball, it's to serve no purpose. I mean, are you getting down to her and trying to get an easy shot or what? I mean, I think he got it construed last year when people wanted us to play fast. But I think most people was talking about off of steals and getting
Yeah,
buckets
the
in
defense
transition
pressure.
off the defensive end.
Yeah, the defensive
I
pressure.
mean, it serves no purpose if you just gonna say you playing fast, get a rebound, and push the ball up court with no purpose.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right, man. So said
Yeah.
I'm looking at the 72 points, and right off the top, as far as the guards, I'm talking about Locke, West, Ellis, and Faulkner. They had 49 points of the 72.
Those three did.
Four on four.
Yeah, it was all 3 pointers.
Well, I'm
They
just
got
saying,
half from the three.
I mean, I'm saying that because, and then you throw Cross in there who got 10. Like,
Yeah.
I like Cross because Cross on Curry. He going to go hard.
Right.
He going to dive for
Right.
balls. He going to shoot for 50 feet. Whatever. He
Yeah.
gonna stick, and he also going to go to the hole.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's contagious. When you play sports and you see Mark get a dunk, layup, rebound, man, I'm next. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Dude, Cross goes ball hard.
Yeah.
But you got Withers and Sam and them just like, oh, man, ain't my
It's just
day.
like they out there, man. They giving up.
Ain't my day today.
Not today.
Right. They just giving up.
Mark asked a question, and he's asked about the Sam. You know, basically, you remember what you said about Sam?
Yeah, like is Sam like my whole thing is it was more or less like are you disappointed in Sam?
Okay.
He's been there for 3 years or whatever. Do you expect more out of Sam?
I would hope Sam would expect more out of himself by coming in being a McDonald's All American. And I kid you not. And I probably told you would. When I went out there and seen him in the red and white game his freshman year, his first year before we even started playing,
Right.
I said this might be our first one and done player.
I remember that. I remember that.
You remember that? You
I
remember that?
remember that.
And he came out his freshman year, the first couple of games,
He balled out.
gangbusters.
He balled out.
But ever since then, man, he's regressed. I don't know if he's going home in the summer or who he's playing against in the summer leagues or if he's even in a summer league. Now, if you remember back in the day, which I'm hoping happens here now that you got guys like Montrez that could come back to the school,
Yeah.
I'm hoping guys that's in the league like Rozier, some of the guys like Romeo Langford come back in the summer and help these guys get better. Because when I was a kid, I remember Derek Smith
Oh
and
yeah.
Griff and them coming back to Crawford Gyms
Yeah.
playing against the Billies and the Milk Wagners. They just didn't do nothing but make them better. But you don't see that. I don't know if they out here playing against Bellarmine or the kids from. Not that's not a knock on these kids
Right.
that's at these schools. But you're not getting that same level of competition.
That's
If you practicing against guys from Sullivan and Spalding and Bellarmine, as opposed to if you out here playing against pros.
right. But also, could we say this? When you don't know your role, like is he sitting here just floating? Like we know right now he's a good mid range player. Like
Right.
range, he's nice. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there float. He just gotta don't do the floater because you get them charges. But he's got the
Yeah.
mid range game. Like we don't even need you hovering around the 3-point line. Then most of the time we can always tell that when you're gonna shoot it because you just put your head down and go.
And go. Yeah.
Man, like I ain't had no shot. Now I gotta get it.
Right.
Come on, bro. I ain't how the basketball work, man. And that's a
Well, see, that's on the coach to get
oh
him
yeah,
leveled up, man.
right.
That's on the coach to call his number on in the mid range games. Or to tell him, man, I want you to be a mid range player.
Check this out though, real quick. Both of y'all. A zone offense. Sam Williams or Withers should have ate at that free throw line.
Yeah, I said that the
Right,
whole
dude
game.
up. All you gotta do is pump fake. He's up in the air, go around
Right.
right there.
Exactly.
If he
Yeah.
don't come, you just shoot it. If he come, you can drop it down for the. But whoever's on the end, you gonna have to dunk it. Don't sit there with no 7'5" and try to lay it up. You gotta get
Yeah.
that foul trouble.
Hey,
Simple
you
offense.
remember? You remember? I coached my son from the time he was 5 till he started playing middle school ball, and everybody in Little League runs a 2-3 zone. And we always, most kids could tell you back then, you got to have a guy in the middle to pump fake and distribute the ball. And the whole game when we was playing Western, I'm like, where's the guy in the middle? And
Right
like late in the second half, they finally had somebody flash into the middle. But he never showed was a triple threat or nothing
at
to
all,
even act like he was gonna shoot or nothing.
at all, at all,
No.
at all.
So
And
man, I turned the game off with like 6 minutes left. I knew the outcome.
well, you beat me because I turned it off at 5.
Okay, we was right there.
I
So
did it
you knew,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, I said I can't.
yeah,
I can't watch no more. It's stupidity to me when you don't have a zone offense. What
uh
coach don't have a zone offense? Then
no,
for the player to come out, Noah Locke said on his press conference or whatever that they didn't know what they was going to run. Talking about didn't know what Western was going to run. Their defense. Okay, well they played Miss. Who they played? They beat Ole Miss. Ole Miss or somebody beat them
right,
to death. That was a week before your game. How come that
yeah,
wasn't scouted? You
and
guys
even
are one of
go
the
ahead,
worst 3-point shooting teams. Even though I think that's anomaly just because y'all shoot too many.
Right.
You don't need to shoot 40 a game,
yeah,
30. But for you even to come out and say that, you should have kept that within. Lets me know you on a different thing anyway. Because you try to throw your coach underneath the bus.
right. But
And
even
we
with
know
him,
it.
even with him saying that, Wood, who doesn't have an offense for a 2-3 zone?
But, hey, we don't. Because you remember when we played Syracuse last year, it looked the same.
Yeah, yeah,
He depends on Malik too much. Malik,
yeah.
a healthy Malik, well, he'd have put him at that free throw line, and Malik don't need to be there. Malik needs to be
No,
on that baseline roaming. And
on
you,
that post,
if Sam or Withers or Davis could do right there at that free throw line, then they don't need to be on your team.
no,
They start sticking the little dudes in there.
yeah,
Now they was doing was like, oh shit, let me hot potato. What is going
yeah.
on? That was
Man had him so
that was bad, bro.
intimidated down there, man. I would like to know how many points we had in the paint.
Ooh,
You
well,
you would think dude was Ralph Sampson down there, Akeem, a Patrick Ewing down there in the middle for
Well,
Western.
we can tell it right now. We hit 13 3-pointers, right?
Yep.
That's 39 points. Okay. Had 5 free throws. That's 44 points. We scored, so that what, 28? 28 points.
28 points.
And that don't mean that's in the paint. That could be long twos.
Yeah,
That could be, yeah.
right.
That's horrible. That's
I tell you what, I don't never remember nobody scoring on him inside.
oh no. Only only
No,
only thing I saw that worked well is when Rose was in there and he was screening and he was diving in the basket and they brought his ass up and he dunking. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to the hole.
yeah,
I'm a screen,
right.
do me. Like he was the only aggressive big dude there. And I'm like, that
You got to
start
play him.
start him, bro. Start him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
bullshit. That was one of the worst things I ever seen in my life, man. I said gonna mess up my Saturday. But hold on. Let's talk about something that happened on the positive note.
Mm.
Real quick, this is going to be real quick. Kentucky 67, South Carolina upstate 44, over marriage, needed a win. Edwards, she had her 5th straight double-double. You're supposed to dominate that stuff. I am kind of disappointed in Kentucky because I think with the talent they have with Ryan Howard, they should at least be a top 10 or hovering around a top 10. They don't have the depth like they used to. They what's going on? They miss Mitchell. Mitchell had them
Yeah,
girls rocking and rolling and doing a lot of stuff. Elsie don't have them like that, and it's showing. And she probably won't be there too much longer. All right, let's get to this one. Louisville, go ahead, brother.
Louisville. Ha ha. Beat Connecticut. 69
yeah.
64. And like I told brother,
Good game, man.
me and bro talked about it yesterday. Like I told him, it doesn't matter if they star player is out, right, Bump? They beat Connecticut.
Right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Louisville beat Connecticut. You know what I'm saying?
Second time.
Right. And UConn was 30-0 at that place at home.
Mohegan Sun, yeah. That's the,
Yeah, they
that's
was 30 and
that's
0.
their equivalent of Freedom Hall. You know what I'm saying? Off campus.
Right,
You
Yeah.
know, like they
right.
play on campus, but that's like Freedom Hall go there, and they was 30-0 to
Mm.
Louisville beat them. Yeah,
Yeah, Louisville's tough, man. And the thing about it is, even if they would have lost that game, I wouldn't have been mad because they play so hard.
and they play away. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
this is
Yeah,
crib, and it's just a matter of time for that offense to start clicking.
yeah,
Once he can, once Olivia starts to get her shit together,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you need that inside because, oh girl, she's more of the post player, like the defender, and I'm talking about damn it,
Cochran.
not Cochran, Dixon.
Yeah,
She's not more of an offense, but she's solid enough. But anytime to go back to your statement, hell yeah, hell yeah, ain't too many teams gonna beat them there.
Right.
no,
And for Louisville, this is why I love Jeff Wall so much because they were struggling. Louisville was struggling
yeah,
in their first
yeah.
quarter, man. It was
They
like,
jumped out on us 12-2 or 10 to
yes,
2.
yes. In the past, that 12-2 had been 24-2 or 4, or
Right.
30, 40-15 halftime. But them girls kept fighting and fighting.
Yeah,
And he was like, hey, calm down.
Calm down.
They going to throw a
yeah.
haymaker. We're going to withstand that and rock and roll. Dude is him and McDonald. And I ain't going to do the volleyball coach yet. She's earning. They're the two best coaches
Right.
on the yeah,
Easily,
on campus.
easily, man. He has that philosophy like Patino used to have. Don't let your offense dictate your defense. And so even though they was jumped out on us, we still played defense,
Right.
and those girls was able to. Because UConn wasn't scoring,
Thank you.
they wasn't scoring, and so we was able to get back in the game. And so late, man, them girls dug in and ended up pulling it out. They rough, man. They tough.
And you know what? His philosophy of defense is like Rick, and his schedule is like Coach Crum. I will play anybody,
Yeah.
anywhere. I don't give a shit where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to rock
Right.
and roll. We'll travel wherever. No return games. I ain't
Right.
worried about it. But we coming. We coming. And like
Right.
I said, once that offense starts to getting up, you know what I'm saying? You lost Dana, who basically, yeah, she started 3 years, but she really rocked and rolled her last 2 years as the dominant ball handler,
Yeah.
and everything ran
Yeah.
through
And
her.
score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything ran through her. Now, let's take a deep breath. We got roles. Let's do it. Let's get it. But that defense, no matter what sport you play, defense travels.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
got defense, it travels, and you're always in the game. And once he
That's
hit
it.
them, hell, Liz Dixon is got 2 wins over UConn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Louisville only got 2 wins against them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Dana's what was a senior, junior, and this
It was her. Was it a junior or sophomore
senior.
year?
Nah, I
When,
think
when Asia
no.
Asia Dura was a senior.
Okay, so she was a sophomore, junior, something like that. Because we were supposed to play
Yeah.
last year, we didn't play.
Right.
We was gonna beat them last year too because they were supposed to
Yeah.
come here.
Right.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm so proud. And think about it, man. This all we need Jeff Walls is to give us a 6'6" or 7 girl that can run.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man, it's championship.
Oh my goodness.
Because
We've
dude,
been saying that for years. That's all he's missing is a dominant big girl. And I was hoping we got your girl from Syracuse to end up going to South Carolina. She's
who's
not
sitting
even
on the
really getting
bench?
no
Who's sitting
sitting
on
on
the
the
bench?
bench.
Doing
Yeah.
this?
Right. And she would have been starting here.
Yes, she would. Dude, her and Ansler, Emily.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude, because she's bad. Even though she was struggling, I
She
love
had a
her.
bad game.
I love her philosophy. I mean, I love that. Okay, I'm still gonna get you the rebounds. I'm still gonna get whatever I can. She's one of the best passers on the team, and
Yeah.
she ain't scared of nobody. Like this,
And
she's
she
got
plays defense.
WNBA written all on her. First round pick, and
Oh, without question.
she's bad, man. I love to watch her play, man. Like Mark said on the show before, like I said, like Bump said, guys, if you have not watched these women play, you are kidding yourself. One of the
Mm-hmm.
best teams
Yeah.
that's been on campus for years.
Yep.
Not just this year.
Years.
Right.
Years. Dude, I'm mad because I got a notification. UofL, UConn. I even forgot they was playing. I was like, oh shit, let me do my thing.
Right.
Hey man, hey, Jeff's a bad man. If he can get that dominant center, even if it's just 6'5", 6'6", that big that when the other big girls, you know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. I can get you some easy points. I'm gonna defend the basket, get the rebounds. He's doing
Hey,
it with
if we
this.
had a girl from North Carolina State, I love a girl from the big girl from North Carolina State, the 6'5" girl.
Yeah, yeah.
If we would have somebody like her, I
Hell,
think we could cut them
the
down.
one, the one, the one who's at Virginia Tech, who's 6'6", 6'7", but
Yeah.
nice. Like, but you know what? You know his response is. He said, "I just don't go get any 6'6", 6'7". That's what he said. But you should have got that one from Syracuse. Y'all
We
was
should have.
cool. You should have went ahead and got her, and you recruited her before she went to
To
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
But she said, "Okay, I'm going to South Carolina and sit on the bench." Ain't no way.
I still like to know what happened up there at Syracuse. All those girls to transfer out of there.
Is he still there?
He's not. The coach is not. He's
Where's
gone.
where's Hillman at? Because you can't lose the whole roster.
Right.
11 girls. Something happened.
Uh,
I,
something.
I almost something
No
happened.
speculation.
Something happened
Yeah. Something happened most definitely up there.
for the whole roster to change.
Right.
And you remember he went to the Final Four.
Yeah.
He had them girls rolling, man.
He had them roll. I used to hate playing Syracuse.
Yeah, because they had athletes. They had
They
athletes.
did.
Them little guards was rolling. They had big girls.
Yeah.
He had any and everything you wanted.
And he wasn't a bad coach, man. He would call some stuff over there.
Yeah, he was nice. And I
He
love
was.
him because him and Jeff, like, the thing about Jeff got a great relationship with a lot of these coaches. And he was always dressed to the nines, had his sharp glass
Yeah.
and everything. But I don't know what happened. I hope it wasn't nothing bad, man. He
I'm
ain't there
hoping.
no more.
We ain't heard nothing, so we haven't heard nothing, so
Hope he ain't get nobody.
right.
That piece.
Jesus.
That piece. Hey, but I would say this. Louisville has moved up to number 3 in the rankings, the ladies. Um, I don't see, man, the way the schedule
Who's the hitters? Who's this? Who's one? Is it
is
South Carolina?
South Carolina and number 2 is Stanford, who got 2 losses. They
Yeah.
play, they play, I think, tomorrow in a headbanger,
Okay.
1-2. So,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know where that game's going to be at, but that should be a real good one.
I'll be watching it.
Oh, yeah. If people who don't watch it, talking about the girls don't dunk and all this, they don't know basketball.
Hey,
They about all that.
hey, the women's basketball is more fundamentally sound way more than the men.
Right,
They shoot better. I
right.
mean, the passes are better, man. It's just an all around better game. I'm not saying that because you know what I'm saying Louisville. I'm still gonna watch the Louisville
Of
men.
course, of course, of
You
course.
know, but right now it's with the women.
Yeah, no, yeah. And it's
It's
been
with the
there.
women.
And it's been there for a while.
Yeah.
It's been there for.
Right.
He has an entertaining game sport, so it's easy to follow. They interact with the fans. They do autographs at
Yeah.
the end. So ain't none of this. We're bigger than life. They enjoy the crowd and everything. Man, he got a rocking and rolling, and proud of them big time. And I'm just looking at the schedule. They got NC State again at NC State. That's going to
That's gonna
be
be a
at
tough game.
January the 20th. They also got to play at Georgia Tech on the 2nd, January the 2nd. So they scheduled something, but I love
When do
that.
we play
Go ahead.
when do we play Florida State? They always play us good.
Yeah, they did. But, when they lost their coach, they kind of, no, that's Miami. They 6-5. They lost a lot of players.
Okay.
But they still got athletes. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
But you remember Balagoon? Balagoon, who played for us
She's
last.
at Duke.
He
She's at
said
Duke now.
Duke comes to visit January 30th.
Oh.
And you bet you believe old boy gonna have something to shut her ass down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's not gonna do nobody. She's not. She's not gonna do nothing.
And I didn't get that though. I mean, dude, you was still starting getting the minutes. If you didn't start, you
Yeah.
still was getting 25 minutes. Like, this is her third team. She done
See, that's what I was about to say. Did she transfer in from somewhere to
Georgia
play with
Tech.
us?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, girl, what we doing here? I mean, yeah, they ranked number 16 and stuff, but we gonna bust that ass at home though. That's
Yeah.
well, hey, Bump, we want to thank you for joining us, brother. Like
No doubt, no
always,
doubt.
we'll
No
get
doubt.
together and, I don't know how long. I don't know if any one of you guys seen, do we know how long this pause is going to be? I mean,
It didn't
are
say
they,
nothing. It
are
didn't say
they,
nothing about that.
do they got their
No.
shots? They vaccinated, you know what I'm saying?
Who knows, man? It seems like we repeating the same stuff as last year.
And that's a
You're gonna
problem.
mess around and be looking out, and you know what I'm saying, looking out.
And I would say this real quick before you go, and we can chime all three of us. And you know how I'm always like, hey, Mac ain't shooting the jumpers, he ain't doing all this kind of shit. Mac's in trouble.
If he don't make
Because,
the tournament this year, he's in trouble.
and as of now, he's not making them. I mean, I'm saying, like, if at the end of the
No,
day, dude, you can't lose
no.
to the Furman, DePaul, and Western Kentucky all in the same year.
Facts.
And two of them at home.
Question.
Bing!
Question before you leave, Bump. This
Uh
is
huh.
here.
I'm gonna say depends on who the athletic director is and what he. If we get in the tournament, I think he'll stay.
Right,
But if not, I think the fans are gonna be start not showing up to these games. I think when the next game, the stands are gonna be start being empty
right,
because the fans will start sending a message. If you go out on the message boards and you listen to talk radio, fans not gonna put up with this, man. That's not Louisville ball. You put a inferior product on the court when you lose the teams like DePaul, Furman, and and Western.
right,
Those teams aren't supposed to beat Louisville. I'm sorry,
right,
they not.
right.
And you losing to teams like that, man, and fans aren't going. I mean, one thing you can't do is you can't fool a fan base that's used to good basketball. We had Crum all through the
Freeze,
'80s.
freeze,
Then you have Rick Pitino. So
freeze.
Louisville fans know what good basketball looks like.
Right,
And this isn't it, man.
right,
This isn't it. When you got lifelong fans like me and Wood turning the game off with 5 minutes left or 6 minutes left in the game.
because
Right.
you already
We
know.
would have did that in the early '80s. When you know what I'm saying, Rick was in his
Thousand,
heyday.
yeah, right, right,
Right. That's just unacceptable, man. And people not gonna pay to come out there and waste their hard earned money watching you lose to teams that you have no business losing to.
right. My take on it is, like I said, I, they're not a tournament team as of right
They're
now.
not.
And the thing about it is, the ACC is not good, so you cannot get
No.
those quality wins like you normally can. There's only one team, and that's freaking Duke. Because the way Kentucky just smacked the living tar out of
North
Tar
Carolina.
Heels,
Yep.
Yeah.
that show they ain't good. Like, this is bad. This is bad basketball. This conference
Just think about it.
is horrible.
A week before we played DePaul, they lost to Buffalo.
Hmm.
Buffalo.
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
Buffalo Bisons.
The Buffalo Bison. DePaul lost to them a week before they beat us here at home to the
Hold
Buffalo
on,
Bison.
hold on. The guy that scored 34, whatever it was, his previous high was like 18 or 16. Like, one guy. Like, what we talking about here?
Yeah.
That that
So
that's a problem. That's a problem.
yeah.
A serious problem. Because really, these guys, like, these, it might be a jealousy problem as far as the Sams, the Withers stuff, because you brought in 8 new guys. That
Yeah.
means you ran people off, and you thought they was good enough, but now they're fighting for their lives to get on the court.
Right.
Yeah.
They're fighting.
Yeah.
And really, to be honest, they show maybe he should have got 2 or 3 more new ones.
Yeah.
Because what I'm seeing out there with Withers and Sam, I mean, Davis is still young, and Davis is what you get. You know, he's a hustle dude.
Yeah.
He needs to toughen up on the road. You know,
Yeah.
every game ain't at home. But for Sam and Withers, come on, bro. And you know your brother's out, and y'all
Yeah.
couldn't step up. Come on, bro. I mean, it's an issue, man, and it's a coaching issue. It's everything. It's sad.
And
And
like they said, what's the 7 foot kid? He was on the bench his junior year and had to get a workout at halftime of his team's game just to get a look.
oh yeah, it was his I think his sophomore. Talking about
Was it sophomore year?
yeah, and
And so
worked him out.
who was it?
Coach Tim, Male's coach. He
Oh, is
coached
that
him.
right?
He coached him in Hopkinsville. He's like his son. Like he takes care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like an adopted son. They like when I say when at picture, Coach Tim's wife took the picture of all of us, and I mean they are family.
They're
like,
family.
It ain't no
Okay.
fakeness. They truly a family, and he was like, "Come here, this is Mark and Will. This is our boys. You gonna boo, boo, boo." I mean, and you can just sit back. Hey, can I do this? Can I get this? I mean, they are a true blue family. And the sickening thing is that that's one of the kids that you take a chance on. You can't teach
Yeah.
the damn height. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach that height.
No,
How you not
you
even
can't.
say, like, come sit on the bench. We're going to try to work you and do whatever and we get you.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we put him on the map. We put him on the map because I mean now he's gonna start getting looks. If he ever gets like they say he gets up to about 250,
Oh, yeah.
he can write his own ticket in the league, man.
And that's why I was telling, when Mark and I was discussing and I was talking to somebody else, dude can run. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like
Yeah.
can't move. So,
Nah,
like,
he's not no Taco Fall. He's not no Taco. Right.
yeah,
He's
because
not
that's
that.
when I said when you get to the free throw line, you better do a crisp pass. You better go for the dunk because dude's gonna recover.
Yeah.
Dude's longer
Yeah.
to recover.
He's athletic, man. He's athletic.
Yeah, because you throw it up. So I'm so happy though, and I'm glad you broke that because I didn't see that. I'm so glad you broke that. That Western is playing.
Yeah, Weston's playing.
This is their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Louisville was the conference finals. This is their Super Bowl because the thing about
Right.
it is, I hope Rick Stanberg say, "Hey, we'll play y'all only if y'all come to Ditto Arena."
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know, Kentucky,
Return the favor.
they probably say, "Nah, we'll go to Nashville."
Yeah. Yeah.
That type of shit. But hey, bro, thank you for joining us, brother, man. Always.
No doubt. Always, man. Always good.
Hey, man, have a
Appreciate
blessing,
you.
brother. Merry Christmas.
All right, man. Merry Christmas. I'll catch up with y'all before the end.
All right, then.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, that's always a
Yes.
good one.
Always great.
Talk to bro like that.
Yeah.
It's another banger, man.
Another one.
Hey, you want the NFL scores, updates, and stuff like that? Real quick, Mark, do the score of the first game and the update on this one because what I was gonna say is watch Man to Man. It's on YouTube right now.
Yeah, of
They
course.
cover
Absolutely.
all that, so check that out.
Yes.
We're not gonna waste no time on
Okay,
that.
right now you got the game right now going on. Minnesota's up 10-0, and then the 5 o'clock game was 16-14, which Las Vegas Raiders beat the Cleveland Browns.
Last second field goal.
Absolutely, it was.
Crush the Browns. I know he's happy. Always. Thank you guys for joining us. Oh, real quick.
And we're gonna have fun this week, so
Real quick.
stay tuned all week, man.
Like I said, Mark and Will Show, Kentucky High School Boys and Girls Basketball Player of the Week. Lakin Williams and Reed Shepard, they ball. Y'all see them stats. Rocked and roll. The national player. Mark and Will's national player.
Now, for dog.
Of the week, sponsored by evision-radio.com.
.com.
Caleb Glenn.
Absolutely.
Off the pain. Congratulations, y'all. Hey, what he said, we're going to have fun this week. Just chill. Ride with us.
Ride with us, please. Christmas week.
Peace out.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.